What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Wabi, and this is the Politically Correct Show. And today I'm gonna talk about Joy Taylor and what she was talking about. She was talking about she couldn't do a $5,000 allowance. She said her man got to make more than that. You know what I'm saying? Her man gotta make more than that. Her man gotta make more than 5,000 a month for her to not work. And she says that because she's a high maintenance gal. That's what she says. She says, I'm a high maintenance gal, and she likes her hair done, her nails done, everything did. You know what I'm saying? She likes the nice, good old roof Chris every day. You can't give that up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she says. She says, I'm a baddie. And I mean, I see what she's saying. It still makes her sound superficial. And, that's what everybody's saying. Oh, she's a gold digger, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But her being a TV person and having to dress nice all the time, having to look nice all the time, and always have makeup on, even when she's not on TV, I could kind of understand her mindset and why she feels that way. Because you got to understand, you can't judge somebody based off just of what they say, because motherfuckers are raised different, man. I don't know Joy Taylor's childhood. Maybe she was high maintenance even when she was a kid. You think being high maintenance your whole life and you're just gonna give that up? Especially when you're Joy Taylor, because she's speaking as Joy Taylor. When you're Joy Taylor and you have a good job, like you're a host for many sports shows, you know what I'm saying? And you're actually good at it. There's not much women in the sports space that host that are like really good at it like she is. Like she's like really good at it. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to, think like in their point of view, and her point of view is I have a good job. I've always been high maintenance. I'm a high maintenance gal. She needs a man that can suit those needs. And I wouldn't call it being a gold digger. I just call it being knowing what you're comfortable with. Like me, honestly, if the way I look at it is she's just not the gal for me. She is just not the gal for me. She's too pricey for my price tag. You know what I'm saying? Like, because me, I'm like the exact opposite. Like, I personally need a woman that is cool with me providing as hard as I can, but then also have the sense of, oh, he's sacrificing so the community can eat as well. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the big part of me, and I'm not, unless I'm a multi-millionaire, I don't think you're gonna get the tricking out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like me being on my shit and having the nonprofits that I want and living in that space where I'm content, I don't need to be a multi-millionaire for that. So it's like, if I'm content at that space, you're gonna have to be cool with me being content at this space. But unless I'm a multi-millionaire, I mean, if I'm a multi-millionaire, then shit, we can spend as much as you want, but it ain't happened yet, and I'm okay if it doesn't happen. So, you know what I'm saying? I would say that she's just too pricey for my price tag, and that's okay. It's okay if a woman's too pricey for you. Like, it's fine. Like, you don't have to afford every woman you come across. You know what I'm saying? Half the world can't afford Kim Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. But I mean, Kim Kardashian's actually a gold digger, though. But my point is that, I wouldn't necessarily call her a gold digger. I would just say that she's just simply used to what she's used to, and she's not going back. And so that leads to the next thing is what I feel is right. And I feel, me honestly, everything when it comes to giving, you got to give it your all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to be the best son ever. You know, I want to give my mom everything. You know what I'm saying? I want to give the community my everything. When I mean everything, I'm not talking about the material. I'm talking about all of me. So I'll give you a quick biblical story. There was this king that ruled over peasants, and they had like a church gathering and stuff. And in that church gathering, they always ended it with offering. And everybody collected around for offering. And the king saw everybody, you know, people was bringing crystals in, jewels, money, valuable things, this, that, and the third, artifacts. But then this one last lady, she was homeless, and she gave the king a rusty dime for offering. A rusty coin, whatever they called it back in the day, whatever the currency was. Gave her a rusty coin. Gave them a rusty coin for offering. And the king told the old lady to come and receive a award that's tenfold of what everybody else gave, because she probably didn't give him the most, but she gave him her all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was her last quarter that she gave. Everybody else probably gave them diamonds and stuff for the Lord, but they already had diamonds. They already had crystals. They already had all this money. They had backups. They had lots of it. It wasn't nothing to them to give it away. But for the lady to give her last meant more than any price of anything. And that's what I get out of life. That's how I feel about life. That's how I always hold damn near everything. That's how I hold everything is. I'm not looking for you to give me more. I'm looking for you to give me your all. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's where I'm going to end it. This video was kind of short, but I don't know. When Joy Taylor said that, it was like, I understand what you're saying, girl, but honestly, this is how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's going to have $1 billion to throw at you. And when other women hear that, they're going to think, oh, well, that's how I need to feel. But you're not Joy Taylor, though. You're not on TV. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't high maintenance when you were a little girl. You just want to be high maintenance because you think it's the best thing. But not everybody gets to that. You know what I'm saying? So if your man sits there and works his ass off and he's tired every day, and then he'll still go over and impact his kids. If you don't have kids, then never mind all that. But if he's there to provide for you and he's working hard as fuck and every night's a struggle for him and he's ready to make it even better for you each and every day, then you're lucky. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not much of niggas like us out here. You know what I'm saying? There's not much niggas out here like us that just, you know, sit there and wonder what's best for the community, the kids, and the spouse. You know, not everybody's like that. Most people are for themselves. So just keep that in mind. So with that in mind, God bless you. God bless First State. And God bless America. It's Wabi. And we out.